All right, guys, what's going on, man? Let's try to re-record this shit again, man, because it wasn't acting right yesterday. So, starting off looking at NZD USD. So two ways we can look at this. One, excuse me. One, we can look at it as an uptrend continuation. So, well, you know what? For a second, let's look at last week. Let's see what happens. Last week was set up as a downtrend continuation. If you watch my video last week, it was either last week or the week before last. So if you watch my video on YouTube at Pit Bakery, I called this out. I said NZD USD was set up as a downward continuation. So after this buy, start looking for the sells. And that's exactly what we got. We got the pullback against trend. We got the buyers losing exhausting, creating a head and shoulders pattern. And then we got the sellers taking control for the rest of the week. All right. Now, with that being said, because sellers took control for the rest of the week, last week's true trend was bearish, right? So that means this week, starting off, I need the market to pull back against trend, being bullish, right? So we still got some, what's today? It's 12:30. Let's go on the 15-minute chart, see what happened. So yeah, everything's still in range and shit like that. So it's still a possibility this can buy, unless this is the pullback. But I doubt it just because it's at my entry line. So I am expecting it to come up to the 23.6 or the 38.2. So we'll see what happens between today and early Tuesday. But let me go back to the hour chart. So I am looking for a pullback against trend. All right, I'm looking for a pullback against trend to one of these two areas. All right, to confirm, the overall setup. Now, today, this week, overall target is a buy. So I need the market to sell first, right? So with that being said, I'm looking for the market to sell Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, mid-Wednesday, right? So in order for that to happen, I do need that pullback against trend. So again, this is what I'm anticipating, the pullback against trend to at least the 23.6, all right? To at least this area. But I am expecting it to continue to sell just based off of how the bottom of this shit looking too. Like it's mad ugly. All this shit right here is just looking like sellers are still gonna be in control. All right. So with that being said, man, with NZD USD overall target is a buy. Looking for the market to sell first, to set up that buy for the rest of the week. In order for it to sell, I need a pullback against trend to be bullish from last week's trend. So let's see how that plays out. Let's go to GBP AUD. Ugh, GBP AUD. Yeah, GBP AUD is set up as a downturn continuation. Uh, Set up as a downturn continuation, but we got it buying so far, which is good. That's what we want to see when it comes to continuation setups. We want to see it buy first. All right. So far, the market's buying. So two things can happen. Well, first of all, let's see what happened last week. So this is set up as uptrend continuation. We got the buy happening. So right now, I need to pull back against trend to be bearish. Let's redo refreshing up this chart real quick. Hopefully this video can fucking upload today. Cause that shit made me mad as hell yesterday. I was so tired. I didn't feel like doing it again. I was like, yeah, I'm just doing it tomorrow. Take it from the bottom to the. It didn't even really no solid set high to put this shit on. To be honest with you, like. So yeah, from the looks of it, it looked like this is going to keep buying. To be honest with you, it looked like GBP is going to keep buying either to the rest of this week up until Wednesday, and then we can see buyers exhausting and stuff like that. Let me see. Let me see what's looking like in the past. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, so it looked like it's going to keep buying, man. As far as the sell goes, we'll see what happens later this week, but I am expecting it to continue to buy just because it's set up as a downtrend continuation. So buyers first, buyers exhaust out. And then, well, matter of fact, let me just explain it going to NZD USD. Downtrend continuation, buyers first, buyers exhaust out, sellers take control for the rest of the week. So that's what I can expect for GBP AUD. All right, let's look at gold. Let me refreshing this up. And let's look at gold. Last week it just ranged. So today, so all right. So overall target is a sell. Last week's true trend was bullish. So I need the market to pull back against trend bearish. So I'm not really sure how to take this, honestly. Still buying. I guess this could be the start of the pullback. It is at about 23.6 and the 38.2, but yeah, I don't know, honestly. Like it retested this previous high too, so I'm not sure on gold, to be honest with you. I don't really know how to take this just because last week just fucking ranged. But overall target is a sell. I do need to pull back against trend. So if we get this continuation to the downside to like the 61.8 or the 78.2, then we can expect a continuation to the upside or one more push up, possibly creating a triple top. That's what I'm looking at so far, based off of this high right here. This came and tested the previous high, but it never broke it. Let me see. You feel me? This came and tested the previous high. So if we was to get a push back up, it can possibly either come back to this area and just exhaust out, or it can go up here to this area from the weeks previous. But what's the date of the month? Yeah, but it's the beginning of the month though, so I really don't see that happening yet. But we'll see, man. I don't really trade gold. I'm trying to get back into trading gold. So yeah, let's look at SPX 500, man. So SPX 500, this is set up as a downtrend continuation, but as you can see so far, it's invalid. So it may be an uptrend continuation just because we got the market selling first. Last week's true trend was bearish. Yeah, last week's true trend was bearish, but it ranged actually. Yeah, last week it ranged. Stay in this little range. But yeah, based off of this, it looked like it's going to continue to sell, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at for SPX 500. Let's look at Ripple. I mean, not Ripple. ETH, Ethereum. So Ethereum's overall target is a buy for the week. Last week's true trend was bearish. Last week's true trend was bearish. Hold on, let me pause this real quick. Yeah, we'll answer these things. All right. So like I said, like I was saying, last week's true trend was bullish. Oh yeah, last week's true trend was bearish. So I need to pull back against trend to be bullish. We didn't get that though. All right, we got the pullback against trend continuing to sell down. So that lets me know that I'm looking again, downtrend continuation setup. I mean, it's not overall target is a buy. I need the market to sell first. We got the sell, so we're gonna see what happens, man. But because these lines are somewhat close, like I like my shit to be separated. Like none of these pairs was actually spaced out how I usually like it. But when these lines, my weekly lines are close, I just consider it a continuation setup. You feel me? But let me see. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, it looks like it's gonna keep selling. It's already all the way down here. It ain't even touched the median of the week of what is this? The week of March 20th. So I can expect a continuation down to the weekly median or the low of March 20th of the week of March 20th. And we can look to see what happens after that. I am looking for an overall buy later this week though, just because it's starting off bearish. So for anybody who trade cryptos and stuff, definitely look into that, man. Ethereum, look into Ethereum buying later this week, sometime mid Tuesday, mid Wednesday. I'll update everything come Tuesday night though, just to be on the safe side, just to see how everything plays out. I did want to look at one more though. I wanted to see what EURUSD was doing. Let's see. I got that back in way. Run out that paper, we balling. Then nigga saying the fat I can't do it. All right. So let's look at the week previous before at first. So shit was set up as a downtrend continuation. No, it was set up as an uptrend continuation. Set up as an uptrend continuation. We got that sell happening, but the buy never happened. Today's overall target is a buy. Last week's true trend was bearish, so I need the market to pull back against trend being bullish, right? to set that sell up. Because again, if the overall target is to buy, I need the market to sell first, right? In order for the market to sell first, I needed to buy first to pull back against last week's trend, right? To set up that sell for the new week trend, followed by the exhaustion of that sell, followed by that buy later this week. So again, we can expect, let me actually pull this fibs out to see where we at with it. It's literally simple, guys. Gotta keep it simple, man. So based off of what this is looking like, we got a rejection at the 23.6. Let me know it's going to continue down. So that's good. That's good. I at least wanted to, that's a possibility. We still could get a push to the upside to the 30, if that is possible. I'm looking for a price to go to the 38.2 or the 50%, rejecting around that area, followed by a pullback back down to the downside. So if we was to do that, then that sell later this week will most likely come back to the structure line, failing to break this area to set that buy up for the rest of the week. But again, overall target is a buy for EUR USD. I'm looking for the market to sell first in order to buy for later that week. So look for sellers to lose exhaustion come Tuesday, mid Wednesday. If not mid Wednesday, then definitely going into Thursday early. But yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, tune in next week. Well, tune in Tuesday, man, for the update. Well, tomorrow, yeah, tune in tomorrow for the update, man. We're gonna see what's popping.